On this show, I'm gonna help you guys get your together. Hey, if you want to become a personal trainer or a strength and conditioning coach, open your own gym, and become a huge success in this industry, and that is your mission in life, make sure you subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, become a subscriber, because we're going to have tons of content, and we already have hundreds of videos that are going to help and benefit you take your game to the top. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brett Summers. I'm a strength and conditioning coach from right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been a gym owner now and a business owner since I was 22 years old. Started the business when I was 22 in 2008, and here we are today at 34, about to turn 35 here in a few months. So I'm trying to really level up because I'm getting up there in life. But I have a lot of information and wisdom to offer you. Again, I'm 34, about to be 35 years old. So I don't know it all, obviously, and I never will, because I always want to be evolving and progressing and getting better and trying to reach my potential. However, I do have a lot of information that can help all of you 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 26, 34. And obviously, I've coached and mentored people that are significantly older than me as well on how to become a little bit more of a high performer. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about you. I have to use myself as an example a few times because that's all I really have to draw from, as well as watching other people. But how do you get your you know what together? I think a lot of you out there, I've been saying this to everyone, you got to get, like, whenever something's going wrong, you have to get your crap together. You have to have your stuff together. Because if you don't have your stuff together, and you're a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, or gym owner, or any kind of business owner, how in the hell can you lead anyone else if you can't even lead yourself? Okay, a little background on that. When I first started off in my business, I was kind of shifting from being a young, immature nitwit to being trying to be a man, trying to take ownership, trying to become more disciplined, trying to become a better human being, trying to be less self-serving and more altruistic in nature, and being able to help other people, doing things for beneficence to try and help the greatest number of people I could, and shifting from being trapped in my own head to being of value and of service to the world. As a personal trainer and strength and conditioning coach, you have to go through that process to pull yourself out of here and go give yourself to everyone else, whether it be through social media or whether it is through your clients or anybody you're trying to help, friends and family members, followers, whoever it is. You have to be serving to other people. So when I was first starting off, though, I had to get my crap together. I had to change some things about myself. I had to do studying and personal development and spend 3-4 hours a day at Barnes & Noble, because I didn't have any money and I was just starting my business. I have to spend 3 or 4 hours a day at Barnes & Noble reading books from authors like Jim Rohn and Brian Tracy and people like Grant Cardone and Gary Vaynerchuk and whoever else I could get my hands on their books. Stephen Covey. I mean, the list goes on. It's endless. Tony Robbins would be another one. And I was reading and studying and trying to figure out all these things that I could do to improve myself. And lo and behold, in these books that were right there, more often than not for free, the information was right there in all the areas that I needed to improve on. I needed to have a good self-image and a good self-esteem. I needed to be able to be kind and considerate and compassionate towards other individuals. I needed to be able to create predictability in my life and also have some unpredictability in my life. I needed to make sure all of these bases were covered. I needed to know my strengths. I needed to know my weaknesses. I needed to be able to take care of my health. Like, we're trainers, coaches, and there have been times in my life, and I'm sure yours, where you would maybe binge eat, or maybe you would sleep in a little bit too long and not do your cardio or cut your workout short, or because you're so overwhelmed with doing all this other stuff, you skip your workout entirely, you don't drink enough water, you don't do the things that you know you should be doing, and the same things that you preach to your clients and customers. So how would getting my own crap straight, how would that make me a better coach, a better gym owner, a better entrepreneur, make me more financially stable, make me a better servant of other people? Well, here's the sad but true fact. If you don't take care of yourself, and if you don't take care of your own health and your own finances and your own relationships, you'll never be able to help anyone else. Let's go down and let's get to brass tacks, and let's give you some actual strategies that you can follow, things that I do that you can do to take yourself from being an underperforming, big dreaming, non-action taken wimp to being somebody who, with a lack of a better term, has their shit together. Okay? So what do? We grab a piece of paper. We grab a pen. We clear out all the distractions. We quiet all the noise. We turn the cell phone onto airplane mode. We go somewhere far away from where everyone else is. We grab our piece of paper and we write down some things. First, strengths. Here's some things I do really good. Here's some things I really have fun with that I'm actually, the best at. I write those things down. Draw a line down the paper. I write another side down that says, here's some things that I'm weak at. Here's some areas where I know that I would tell someone else to do something different if I was leading them, but I'm not doing it. Because in order for me to get my stuff straight, I have to lead myself. You have to lead yourself before you can ever affect anyone else. Will you be perfect? No. Will you fall down? Yes. But you need to make sure that you know where those bad habits are, right? So again, weaknesses. Let's look at your habits. When do you wake up? When do you go to sleep? What foods are you eating? Are you drinking enough water? Are you reading a little bit every day? Are you listening to a podcast or a YouTube show like this that can actually add value to you? Are you protecting your time? Are you focused on the really high value task as a personal trainer and a strength coach, knowing your clients' numbers, having your workouts prepared? You come in sharp, you look good, you got a nice shirt on, it's clean, you smell good, your breath smells good, you're taken care of, you've got your meals planned out for the week. It's Sunday night, you're going to bed, you got everything set. Outfits are set, meals are set, water, gallon jugs are set, supplements are laid out. You got your stuff all dialed in, as we like to call it at Top Line. You're just fully squared away. Those are good habits. But on the flip side of that, all of those things I just mentioned may, for you right now, be bad habits. Maybe you're spending too much time getting drained by all the information on social media. Maybe you need to get a new habit to replace that, where you put your phone on airplane mode or just turn it off, and maybe you go hide it somewhere. Maybe you go put it in a drawer and you lock it. You'd be shocked at what this can do for your productivity and helping you to be able to stay focused and execute like someone like JT. I can only imagine that you're probably not scrolling your phone, you're editing these videos.
Yeah, put it across the room.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, or there's like apps that will that encourage you to, like the apps that lock the phone.
Time or something like that.
Like you can get apps that will just lock the phone for an indefinite amount of time.
And this dude just turned 23 or 4.
25.
Just turned 25. Dude, you're old now, man. You're getting up there. Dude, just turned 25 years old. And I would assume, like anybody who's in the 18, 16 to 30 years, anybody, I mean, you could be old right now and you're distracted. Buy your time back. You have to be really disciplined with that. It's really hard right now. YouTube videos like this, good information's everywhere. Your favorite superstars are right in your phone. You can go see what they're doing. But what about you? What about your time? What about you making sure that you have your training mapped out? You know what you're gonna bench. You're gonna hit a rep record at 225. You're gonna do a challenge set going from the belt squat to the hack squat to leg extensions. You're gonna hit it. You have that in your schedule. You know it's there. You're on top of your P's and Q's, okay? Again, we gotta dot our I's. We gotta cross our T's. We gotta be attention to detail oriented when it comes to you as the trainer, coach, gym owner. Otherwise, the whole thing is just gonna collapse. And we don't want that. I don't want to see that happen to you. So what other bad habits might you have? I'm not drinking enough water. So I go buy a gallon jug to solve that problem. Maybe I don't have good control of my time. So I need to get a day planner and literally put in there that I'm only going to be doing these 3 things from this time to this time. I would suggest waking up a little bit earlier and executing those things that you know you need to get done before the day basically gets blown up and you have to go and start serving people and start switching tasks. Because again, like JT, dude's editing videos. When you edit videos, you have to have your terabytes. I don't know, what do you call yours? Are yours terabytes too?
Yeah, well, terabyte is just like
terabyte's the number. Yeah, so like dude's got a 2 terabyte plug-in hard drive. So he plugs it in. You got to plug that in. You got to have your SD cards laid out. The ones that have this file. We're running 3 cameras right now. That means we're gonna have to upload 3 files. Put it on the terabyte. Add them all to the to that file, organize the files. Then we're gonna have to open up Adobe or, Final Cut Pro, is it? You're gonna have to open up what you're gonna edit in. Now you're gonna have to upload all of your assets into that, categorize it, put the watermarks in it. I don't know if you're using the same sequence or not, but maybe you have to add in all these pictures or things that you might be using in there, graphics or whatever you might be, watermarks. Add it all. You have to be focused to be able to execute that. You can't do all of that stuff if you're checking your phone and then your phone dings and then your notifications come up on your MacBook and then someone walks in and says, hey, you got a minute. Next person that asks you if you got a minute, pull out a paintball gun and shoot them directly in the leg. Maybe that's bad advice. Maybe YouTube bans us for that. But just shooting somebody right in the calf with a paintball gun maybe straightens them up, and maybe they allow you to have your time so you can be a success. Don't let people steal your time, and don't steal it or rob yourself of your own time. Maybe you're not going to sleep at night. Create a ritual. What I do at night, I spend a little bit of time with the fam. I make sure that I take some like ZMA before bed. I take some ZMA and melatonin. It helps me kind of mellow out a little bit. And I can kind of feel when it's like kicking in a little bit. I get tired. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed. I go by myself. I watch the show Frasier. It's a sitcom. I watch Frasier. You ever seen Frasier?
I'm a Seinfeld guy.
Seinfeld. Hey, another good, funny show. Guess who produced it? The same person who produced Cheers, Frasier, and Friends.
Oh, the executive.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so.
My dog's name's Kramer. Do you know that?
I did not know that. See, we learn something every day here at the Top Shop. You got to have a dog, everybody out there. Make sure you get a dog. I got 2 new ones coming on the way because I lost my best bud, and I'm really pissed about it still. But we'll add that for another episode. But make sure that you have a routine before bed. I watch a little Frasier. I drink a bunch of chocolate milk or milk. And since I can get away with it, I wouldn't recommend you do it, but I need it to actually grow. It helps me. Sometimes I eat like candy bars before bed because it actually helps me grow. So I've got weird genetics like that. So I wake up a little bit tighter the next day after I eat stuff like that. Don't hate, don't hate me because you ain't me. But at the end of the day, I have this routine, and then after I do that, I kind of doze out. I'm ready to roll. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm up and I'm ready to rock and roll. Maybe your habits, you don't have a nighttime routine. Find one, create one, make one. Same thing for the morning. You want to protect that time, those bookends of the day. You have to be fierce and protect against outside distractions. Don't be clicking your phone before bed. Shut that thing off. Shut out the outside world and stay focused. Maybe one of your bad habits right now is you have clients and customers at your gym or your personal trainer, and you don't put on your schedule anywhere in there to serve them, like overserve them. Text messages, motivational videos, DMs, sending them like a background that they can use for their phone, a picture of themselves, sending them a quote to raise their spirits, sending them a piece of mail in the mail, going to buy them a small little gift to show them how much you care about them, calling and leaving them a voicemail on their birthday, doing something like a special above and beyond, texting them saying, hey, I know your family member's in town. Why don't you bring them in to do your workout with you today? I know they didn't pay. It's on me. It's on the house. Just serve. Put that on your schedule. If you're a personal trainer, you're not making time for that, you're kind of hurting yourself in a big way, and you're going to feel a lot better about you by giving more time to other people. So maybe another bad habit that you have that you don't read, you don't study, you don't improve. You're not studying, let's say you're a new coach, you need to be studying the game. I'm 34. I've been training people. I've trained a lot, like more people than you could even pretend to have trained on Instagram. I've actually trained them. And I still study a little bit of training every day. Yeah, at least 20, 30 minutes. Old stuff. I'll recycle information that really helped me out at one point, and it refreshes my mind and helps me come in with a better focus when I'm coming in to deliver these few training sessions that I still deliver on a daily basis, which right now is anywhere between 12 to 24 hours a week of coaching. And a lot of those I'm just doing, it's not paid. I just do it because I want to do it. Like I said, at the beginning of this year, I'm going to train people for free. So I've trained like a ton of probably a couple hundred sessions this year that I didn't get paid for because I'm at the point where I don't always have to get paid for it. So I just did it because I wanted to, and I still studied before I came in so I was sharp to deliver those sessions. So you're not studying, you should be watching videos. Again, you need 2 different things. You need to study the strength and conditioning game, but you need to study the business side of the game too, so you can actually scale and grow, and personal development would be another thing. And you want to study and make time for all 3 of those. But if you don't have control of your schedule because you've got a blank calendar rather than one that's filled up, it's going to be really tough to be strategic, to know that you have 30 minutes to study personal development, 30 minutes to study and work on your craft, and then go to the gym and test it. I talk about that stuff with Blair, one of our coaches, these other guys. When I really excelled the most as a strength and conditioning coach, it was not when I was training people. It was when I was in here, which you'll see on this YouTube channel, on the weekends, I would be learning some stuff. I'd be learning how to set up chains and bands. I'd be studying it. Once I learned it and practiced and studied how I needed to set that up for accommodated resistance, I would film a YouTube video explaining to other people how to set up chains and bands and how to get a proper setup and different variations of it. So I use this facility as my training ground to become what I would consider one of the best at what I do. But I put in the work. So on one day, like maybe one day I might shoot 60 or 70 videos, 30, 40, 50, 2-minute videos. Some of them, like how to bench press or how to flip a tire or how to use a sledgehammer, have tens of thousands, 40, 50,000 views on YouTube. But I was learning. I was going through the process of studying and growing as a trainer. So how you use your Saturday when all your clients are gone? How do you use your Sunday when you don't have to go train anybody? Or maybe you have a Monday afternoon. I know Blair's schedule is like there's nothing from until like 3:30 on Monday. Well, that means I could probably spend 3 or 4 hours studying, implementing, promoting, reaching out to customers, and I could work for 5, 6 hours before I work and coach. Like I can work before I coach. And how do you use that time? How do you fill up the white space on your calendar to improve yourself? Do I do that every day now? No. Although, oddly enough, guess what I'm doing right now? On a Wednesday, I don't have to coach anybody today. I'm off today. But this is the 3rd video I just filmed, despite having, a different shirt on. We just filmed these all back to back to back because we ain't got time to come in here and film them every day of the week, fresh. Filming 3 videos today to help you out. So I guess, even after 13 years, money in the bank, gym's completely different than it once was, financially in a position where, to be honest, I didn't know if I was ever going to get there. In my head, I guess I thought I would be, but I'm, kind of surpassed all the goals and expectations I thought I'd hit, like real early. So now I'm having to think even bigger, and I'm still in here filming a video to help you guys do the same thing because I'm sure that that's what you want to do. Now, I don't say it to brag. If you think that's me bragging, that's just a fact, is I got to where I wanted to be, yet I'm still doing the fundamentals, which is adding value. Although I may not be back here showing you how to set up your J-cups so that you can unrack your bench without losing tightness in your upper back and make sure you have the J-cup set up through the west side spacing like I would have done back in the day. I might be on here now telling you how you can actually get the clients in here so that when you show them how to do that, you actually have a client. You don't actually just have to make a video of you by yourself. Now, let's say you did this, you killed 2 birds with 1 stone. You're really getting your stuff together. You're eating right, you're training right, you're feeling good. Now your mind's gonna start to think about, what can I do to expand? Maybe I can take my 10 clients that I have and I can bring them in here on a Saturday. I can dress them all up in top line apparel, which helps me brand. I can take them all through 30-second videos and I can make, with one client, in 30-second video, this makes sense, right? You grab a camera, shoot a 30-second video. Here's how you do this with your client. Guess what the client's gonna do when they see them 30 videos you just made in an hour?
Post it on there?
Post it online. You're the expert. You're in the video coaching them. JT, how much, let's say somebody kicked you $50. Say, hey, dude, for 30 minutes, can you just shoot me a bunch of 30 seconds? Would you help one of the team members?
$50 30-minute call right after this filming.
Dang, dude, simple. So then he goes, okay, Blair, let's get you. Blair's on the video coaching. All right, now here's how we, really get the glutes laid out. We're going to hip extension, full, maximal, glute minimus, like doing all the fitness trainer stuff, which I don't even like talking about that stuff anymore. It is what it is. And once you know it, you know it. He can teach it. He looks like the expert. His client looks great. They look phenomenal. You get, Joy, Simra, Wendy, you get one of his clients in here. They're doing it right. The form is on point. People are learning. And this dude's got content. With one person, I would do that with 6 people in one day and film 200 videos. This dude can post a video, like 4 or 5 videos every single day of the week. And what do people like more than anything online? Distraction, like we talked about earlier. And they'll all look and see it, and they're gonna see it. And by the time he posts this 50th video in like 30 days, somebody's gonna reach out and go, damn, dude, you really know what you're doing. You're an expert. I could tell that you know what you're doing. You're passionate. Obviously, you're putting in the hours. You're putting in the time. I wanna sign up. Where do I sign up? Send me the link. Send me the Venmo. Send me the ClickFunnels. I wanna sign up. But it starts with you. So, as easy as all that stuff that I just explained, most of the stuff I told you guys, with the exception of maybe paying JT, $100 to come in and film you for a half hour. With the exception of that, at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff I'm telling you is free. It's really just you taking the time to look yourself in the mirror, pull out a sheet of paper, and ask yourself, do you have your shit together? Do you have your game tight? Are you squared away? Or are you the type of person who shows up for an interview and you're all ready and you're all prepared and here's what I'm gonna do, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. You're dressed right, your breath smells good, you got your hair cut, you got your eyebrows done, right? I plucked my eyebrows today a little bit for this video because they were a little unruly. right? Because I want to look good. I keep it sharp, right? I can't be on here looking like Sasquatch when I'm shooting the video. But maybe you do that on your interview day. But then 2 weeks later, dude, you're showing up late. You're showing up, you're not dressed right. You got a little weird smell, like maybe you was blowing a little bit of that gas on the weekend. You know what I'm talking about out there. And that's another.
The whole weekend.
Shit, the whole weekend, baby. You got to put that gas down, because let's you got to put the weed down, y'all. No, I don't care if you live in Colorado or Illinois or Arizona, wherever they're legalizing. You got to put the bag down, man. You got to pick up the other bag, the bag of dough. Because we all know, as my Uncle GC, my business mentor, he always says, weed's gonna slow you down. No matter who you are, if two people are driving a car and one person's drinking a protein shake and the other one's got the backwoods, somebody's gonna get slowed down. They ain't gonna have the energy. They ain't gonna have the energy, to do what they need to do. It is what it is. So you got to put the bag down, man. You put the weed down and pick up the bag. Go get some bag, because that's what's going to make you feel. You get your own, you be living right. You have a nice apartment, lavish leather couch. You got a 100-inch TV screen that all you're doing is watching personal development videos on. You come to my apartment. I'll have to do an apartment tour. You got a Rogue bike. You got a Concept 2 rower. You got standing desks set up. I mean, that looks like a serial killer is working at it, because it's all clean and the books are lined up just so, and then everything's laid out and white, and you can think good, and you're living right. I got a pool that can look over the pool. You're living right. You ain't gonna get there if you burning. If you burn in the backwoods, put them down, get your game together, because again, it's slowing you down. No matter what anybody says, it's slowing you down. You put me up against somebody like that, I'm gonna smoke them. While they're smoking something else, I'll smoke them. So at the end of the day, you need to get your shit together. Personal trainers, strength coaches, gym owners, or any person out there, and able for you to be able to execute some of the things I talk about in my other videos, you have to be on top of your game. You have to have your stuff together, and you have to be able to wake up and feel confident about who you are and where you're going, and that you're reaching up and out to reach your potential, and you're evolving as a human. Because again, me right now, I'm my biggest critic. Every night I go to bed, I feel like a failure, because I feel like I have so much more in the tank. So the next day I get up, I'm just hungry to do it. I had somebody who calls himself a friend the other day tell me that they think maybe I should go on a vacation. And anybody that tells you that you should go on a vacation is not seeing the big picture. My family relies on me. My clients rely on me. Some of the people that even told me to go on vacation maybe, rely on me to be grinding. So I'm not going on a vacation, because I have fun with what I do. I like making progress. I like serving people. And as the Ultimate Warrior said, rest and recovery for a warrior is to go to work. It's not to rest and chill and have off days every day of the week. And it's the same way with training. I don't take every single day off. If I know I need it, I'll take it. Like today, I'm like, I was just gonna do sleds. No, I'm training today. I'm gonna be on that Arsenal Strength multi-grip row, throwing at least 6 plates on there, rattling that thing around, training hard, lights out, heavy metal playing, Miss May I, As I Lay Dying, whatever's hard. These guys can get pissed at me if they want, but that's what I'm gonna do today, because it makes me stronger, it makes me better, and I can't just take off. I can't just take a vacation when I know if I do what I need to do, we can open another bunch of locations. JT has some goals he told me about the other day. 3 key goals. I'm not gonna go over them. Blair, who's in the office right now, you can get him, he's filming a little bit over there. Blair in the office, he told me he has 3 goals. Britt told me she has 3 big goals. Blake told me that if I don't do what I need to do and help them out, they're never gonna hit their goals. How the hell can I go take off and sit on a beach somewhere else because I've done a few things? And even that, like in the grand scheme of things, compared to most, what I did is cool, but it's nowhere near what some people have. So I haven't even reached my full capacity. It's not about the money, it's about the potential. Reach up and out to your potential. Stop limiting yourself. Stop living below what you're capable of, and start pushing yourself in a way that makes a big impact. I'm not gonna go sit and just chill by myself, or even like with my girlfriend. I'm not gonna go take my girlfriend and just go sit with her, because after 2 hours, I'm be like, I gotta go. I gotta go achieve something. I can't just sit with. Maybe some guys can. We might know one. But I just can't do it. At the end of the day, like, I need to achieve something to go help people out. That's when I feel my best. Maybe you're like me and you're driven like that, and you're sick of living below your truest potential. So that's how you do it. You change it one by one, get a piece of paper, write down what you need to change, good habits, bad habits, strengths, weaknesses, where can you improve, and then you put it into action. You turn this video off, you shut it down, you take your phone or your computer, you throw it away, and you're like, I'm not doing anything until I get my stuff straight. And that's what this show is all about today. So as a personal trainer, a strength coach, and a gym owner, from one to another, I'm hoping that you guys can get after it, get your game tight, get squared away, and make sure that this year and the rest of years are the best of your years and the best of your life. Okay? Subscribe, comment, whatever, if you liked it, if you hated it, if it was too harsh for you. If it was too harsh for you, like we did a review on Rogue plates on the thing, Rogue Fitness. And I'm just not a fan of Rogue Fitness. They do make some good stuff. You know, the reverse hyper is nice. Their glute ham is nice. I love the West Side racks that they make, but they make a bunch of other stuff that's absolute swill. Some dude got, offended by it. He's like, oh man, hating on Rogue, man, dude. If you're soft like that, this channel ain't for you. You should go somewhere else where somebody else is gonna mamby-pamby you. Go watch Robin Sharma. Good dude, I like Robin Sharma, but you can get your heart set and your mind set and your soul set, and you guys can sing Kumbaya. Over here, it's the real world, and that's what you're gonna get at the Top Shop. And that's what our clients are gonna get. So hopefully y'all are watching this and you know what you're gonna get at Top Line. Served, okay? Y'all have a good rest of the day. JT, thank you for banging these videos out. Blair, thank you for hanging in the background. Make sure y'all have a good rest of the day and put that bag down, put the weed down, quit burning.